Another small explosion occurred from the summit of Kilauea early this morning.
The eruption of lava and ground cracking continues in the Leilani Estates subdivision area. It's in an area near a geothermal plant, which provides 25% of the electricity on Hawaii's Big Island. The plant has been closed since shortly after lava began erupting on May 3rd. Hawaii is preparing for a possible mass evacuation as lava from the volcano approaches that power plant.
And we're all of us in Wisconsin here are watching with fascination as the lava continues to flow for the past 3 weeks. Cliff Thurber is a professor of geoscience at UW-Madison and an expert on volcanoes. He studied Kilauea since 1983.
Cliff, nice to see you.
Thanks for being with us today.
Nice to be here.
It must be fascinating watching this. You've been studying this for so long.
It is amazing, and Kilauea has been erupting for a long time, but this is a new phase of its behavior, which is quite different. So it makes it interesting but scary at the same time.
What is your assessment or potential concern about where things stand right now?
This eruption could last for months easily, and so things like this power plant that people are worried about, there's a real danger there. And there are other divisions, subdivisions in the area that could end up being destroyed as well. So, it's fortunately not going to blow up like Mount Pinatubo or Mount St. Helens, but the damage potential is there.
So the lava flow can change? It doesn't just follow the same path?
The interesting thing here is that the fissures, the cracks where the lava has been erupting from have been changing over time, and it's sort of moving kind of towards the east and then back to the west, so that's been a bit unpredictable. And I'm not quite sure how you would actually be able to say, well, okay, now the power plant's going to get it. I don't think they really know. It just seems inevitable at this point.
Well, and it does seem surprising how close people are living, and the proximity to the volcano seems alarming.
Yeah, so the issue there is the last time this area had an eruption was in the 50s, and 1960 was when it kind of ended. And so it's been, most people who know about that aren't alive anymore.
Each volcano has its own personality, I assume, or most of them do.
Absolutely, and Kilauea is unique. It's got some neighbor volcanoes that are also very interesting. I worry whether at the same time as Kilauea is erupting, its neighbor Mauna Loa, which is a giant volcano, could erupt, and that would really make the observatory there really kind of stressed.
Is Kilauea behaving the way you would expect, or is it that unpredictability factor with fissures that you were just mentioning that makes it challenging?
It's a mixture. So something strange started happening about a month before the eruption. They could actually see from GPS measurements that there was essentially a change in the behavior that started. And so, people knew something was up, but being able to say, oh, it's going to happen down here where the subdivision is, it was only when the earthquake started showing them that the magma was moving in that direction that they had a clue what was really going to happen.
So there is some predictability, but it's also very unpredictable.
Right, so kind of in the short term, they can use various techniques, both, geodetic techniques like GPS and the earthquakes telling them what's going to be happening in the near future, but being able to say, weeks, months ahead of time.
And this is for tourists who are planning to go to Hawaii. What's your
there's
advice?
A lot of safe places to go, but if you wanted to go visit the volcano, you're out of luck.
It's a big island, and this is only a little sliver where this is happening.
Right. So the west coast is beautiful for snorkeling and
black sand,
and there's lots of lovely areas you could still go to. But again, it's that part of the island is now off limits.
Yeah, no volcano view right now.
I wouldn't want to go there right now myself.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's good advice.
All right, Cliff, thanks for being with us.
Great to see you.
My pleasure.
We've been fascinated by it. We've been watching the live lava cam.
Yeah, there's a live. Yeah, you can watch it live.
I can't take my eyes off.
All right,
Great
thanks
to see
again.
you.
You're welcome.